Hello and welcome back to TPK's Igdall. I'm Jackson and I'll be your GM tonight. Last session, the party was having high tensions between a few of our members, namely Yig and Fabio, but the others picked sides or stayed neutral. Arguments ensued and Fabio was nearly kicked out of the party by Yig, Chitter, and I think there was a couple others. Yeah, and Clementine. They traveled with him back to Vinus under the pretense that once they arrived, he would leave. But while in Vinus, Yig buried the body of the Goliath in the cemetery, and Clementine ended up having a conversation with Fabio. Hope was actually the one that ended up breaking through to him. He even opened up to her a bit. We begin this session, Daigo Aki 25th, 6000. Welcome to session 11. Where to go? You all have been in Vinus, and your conversations have just finished. Those of you that stayed in the cart are still there.
Also, guess who's back?
Back again. Wait,
It's
that's
me,
copyright.
the editor. It's me, the editor.
No, we can only have a second.
We have a single second. We're okay.
Okay. Alright, so, I guess, you can continue, Jackson.
Well, that's about it. It's more of where do you guys go from here?
I go.
Those of you that stayed in the cart were, I believe it was Chitter, Cicada, Serafina once she gets here, Hope, Fabio, and Dione. Clementine and Yig ended up walking away.
Are we in?
You are in the town.
Oh. Dang it. I missed the one session where I could go back to my forest, dang it.
You're still in the town, which is not that far from the forest.
Oh, Dot
My plan was to go in the forest.
Yeah, no, Dot's gonna go. Dot's gonna go in the forest mostly because she wants to see the animals that are nice to her again.
Put in campaign where you guys want to go.
Fabio will ask the party. Oh.
No.
No, it's mostly how did y'all find Fabio in the first place? It'd be like, Fabio has a question. Okay, no one. Okay.
No answer.
Don't continue to write
Fabio has a question.
Fabio has a question.
Cricket. Cricket.
I already said no. I'm leaving at this point.
I'm
Yeah,
going back to my forest.
People in the cart.
Those of you that are in cart still, are you answering Fabio?
Yeah.
Okay. How did your merry band of adventurers found Fabio? Or was that pure coincidence?
Coincidence.
Ah.
Most of us has just been coincidence. I don't think we actively sought out anyone.
No, when I was being trapped in that leather, not leather, lead.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
I mean, We noticed you were gone, and we went to go get after you because why did you leave? Why do you think you can leave? We're all stuck here with each other.
Hmm.
You're staying.
Uh, thank you for thy concern, but how?
Magic? Looks for your, what was it we were looking on him, on his person?
Spellbook.
Your spell book.
And I look down and say, ah, yes, thy spellbook. So you yourself, Miss Ho, are adverse in magicry?
I have magic. I mostly use it in my martial capabilities. I don't have a spell book. I have this, and she gestures to her shield, or with the holy symbol.
I see. Does your magic able to locate a person's arcane energy through their item, so to speak?
In a sense, they have to. They can't be too far.
And then I slowly bring out the golden ring. Fabio needs assistance.
For if the object's on you, I'm going to locate that object.
No,
Mm,
no, I mean, can you use this object, uh, gestures the golden ring, to find a person?
Well, is it the same object? Is an object similar to it? Perhaps if I'm familiar with this one, I can familiarize myself with the copy of this.
Uh, DM, did he had multiple golden rings, or was just this the one golden ring that he had on when he gave it to me?
Remind me real quickly because it's escaping my mind. Which
Storm,
one?
the
You
golden
said
ring.
Storm?
Yeah, Storm, the golden ring. Whenever I wanted to contact him, I'll just use the golden ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably had at least a couple copies. Not terribly too many, but he probably had a copy, especially specifically to talk to you.
Okay.
There would have had to have at least been one.
Okay. Well, Fabio will lend you the ring so Dai can be familiar with it. But give it back because it's mine.
She grabs it and she kind of looks at it. Who are we trying to find with this ring? Just out of curiosity.
A tiefling, so to speak. Wait, was he a tiefling?
Yes.
Okay.
But why do you say so to speak?
Could you be more specific?
Mm, Well, you did mention that, should try to be more open, so here I am.
She gestures. She gestures to her hand. So you can be more open with me when I ask this question. You know, the cut on her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because a blood oath is sacred.
Yes. So who is this person?
I have little to no knowledge. All I know.
Then how'd you come in contact with this ring? How does it connect to this person? How am I supposed to guarantee
He
to
gave
find
it to
this
me.
object?
He was a tiefling. I don't know if his true name was Storm. It could have been an alias.
And this person, how does he cross paths with you?
Because he or he may not be the person that double crossed me. I do not know.
He could or could not be, and you don't know.
Look, the criminal underground is a lot of vagueness happening around. Like, you just gotta trust your instinct.
I mean,
Criminal underground.
coming from someone who rehabilitates criminals, I understand that, but that doesn't that doesn't defend any of this lack of knowledge. But okay, and I'm gonna cast look
Okay.
object.
Okay, Fabio will tell you that this tiefling, his name is Storm. He
Sand. I'm gonna stop you right there. This is why you take notes.
I do take notes. Okay,
Then how are you getting his name wrong again?
I did not wrote down what he looked like. Okay, I just know he's a tiefling named Storm.
Smoke, you got the name wrong.
Wait, what? It was Smoke. I thought it was Storm. I asked you for clarification. Hey, is it Storm? Yeah, it's Storm. Okay, I'm gonna put down Storm because
Where?
I have the
Where did you ask this?
in here out of the session.
This is beautiful.
I wrote it down in the thing. Where's I'm gonna scroll. Sorry.
I'm looking for man. Storm. You find me. He's like, what's your name? Smoke. Ah, it's the wrong guy.
It's on.
I am
it's on
quoting
here.
myself within campaign.
Oh my lord.
I'm not joking. Where the oh shit! It is Smoke. I'm a dumbass.
Oh my lord. And that, folks, is why you always take notes.
I
But
do
just
take notes. It's in my character channel. I'm a dumbass. It's written as Smoke. Okay. It's
Funny is like all of my notes consist of everything I've heard you guys say.
So
okay.
can I
It
recall?
is Smoke. It's
His
a
name
team.
is Smoke, and he gives me a description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
I would
like
hope
to-
so.
part
I'd
of
like
the-
to ask DM, does this sound familiar at all to perhaps a certain thing in our session 0?
It may sound similar, but there are enough differences where you can tell it's not the same.
Okay. So it's not that guy. Okay. And
Well, that would have been beautiful if it was, but no.
dude, I hope it'd just be like just, but she kind of casts locate object.
Okay. Sadly, there's nothing.
Nothing around here. I could do it on occasion when we travel. I would need to see the ring again.
Hmm. Fabio appreciates.
That range of 1,000 feet is finicky.
So
Like, does it mean like 1,000 feet circle and you're in?
I take back the.
I would assume it's a circle because it says as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you, if the
Yeah.
object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement, like stuff like that. So it would be a sphere, essentially.
Oh dang! So, huh? Interesting. Ha.
so
But yeah,
that's all I can do. Perhaps another time then. And thank you once again for being more open about all this.
Yes, because thinking about it, I may need help with dealing with what's up to come in the future. That Goliath put a number on my sacred temple, and Fabio gestures his body.
Your sacred temple.
Ew.
And I'm gonna assume you're not really the religious sorts, are you?
Mm, what gave it away?
Don't worry about it.
Fabio is confused, but I like that.
I'm going to go over there now. She just points to the other end of the cart. You have fun. And she just moves back to the like the farthest end of the cart that you can go.
I love that you guys have an entire town, but you just stay in the cart.
Well, I go to the other because she does. Hope has no idea what to do. She's here for the ride.
Oh, it's fine. I just find it funny.
I mean, how big is the town?
I mean, it's a port town, so it's bustling with people. It's a fairly decent sized city.
That does give me the question of what do we want to do now? I don't know what business we all have. I know mine was simply to recruit uh, people for the temple for our order, so I can travel around anywhere.
Is there a enchanter or jeweler that? Because I still have the tooth. I wanted to become like a sort of pseudo magic item that I can wear.
Roll me an investigation then.
Okay. Because if I
Excuse
can't
the
sell it, might
squeaking
as
of
well
my
make
mic.
it useful. You know.
I mean, you could have sold it. You just didn't get as much as you wanted from it.
Fucking hell! It was just 5 gold.
Yep.
Still, I wanted more. 18 investigation.
18. You managed to find a jeweler and an enchanter, but they are two separate establishments.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the jeweler first.
Where'd that bug
Okay.
just? Where'd that bug just go? Also, wait, I'm not muted.
Druid, where'd the bug just go?
I mean, at least it's in character, so to speak.
That's true. Uh, you said the jewelers first, right?
Yeah, jeweler. Yeah.
All right. The jeweler's shop is uh kind of, I don't want to say run down, but it's definitely used.
It's rustic.
Yeah. There's definitely some repairs that are needed, but it's not completely falling apart. And inside you see a halfling.
Is it a male or
She
female? Ah, she. Okay.
she stands probably about 4'5", 4'6", with tan skin, dark brown hair, and green eyes. And she looks to you and goes, "Oh, well, hello there.
Hello to you too, madam. And I do a little bow.
Uh, no need for formalities. I'm just a shopkeep. What can I do for you?"
I inquire of your skills to transform, and then I pull out the fang. This fang into a wearable jewelry that can be enchanted afterwards.
You're looking for a necklace, bracelet.
Mm,
I could strap it to a shield for you. What are you looking for?
hmm. Question: if she does put it in the shield, would that make my shield resistant to lightning? Because it is a blue dragon worm tooth.
You don't know.
Hmm. How how about into a weapon?
A weapon?
Hmm.
I'm a jeweler. I can't do weapons.
Just inquiring because you stated shield and got my brain thinking. Very well. How about a ring?
You want a tooth on a ring?
No, make the tooth into a ring that can be enchanted with its property. This madam
Well,
is a blue dragon tooth. See its lightning crackle, and I like show it to shopkeep.
roll me D100.
69. All right.
I
It's
see.
not crackling.
Oh.
Oh, that's not nice. That's not. It's the opposite of nice. How dare you?
Ah, it's not crackling, but it is quite a large tooth.
Hmm.
It said it's a dragon?
A blue dragon.
She reaches out her hand as a kind of for you to place it in her hand.
I place it in her hand.
It's a dragon's tooth and she's a halfling. This tooth takes up about her whole hand.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I guess I could crush it into dust and put that dust in a gemstone. But if you're looking for or maybe I could make the tooth itself the ring. But if you're looking to put this on a ring, I don't think it's gonna be easy.
Hmm. Understandable. I will return. I will do more inquiring around the facilities.
All right.
And then I sort of like kiss the hand of the beautiful female halfway, like fairly well.
She squints at you, but doesn't say anything.
And then I leave and head towards the enchanter.
All right. In the enchantment shop, it is dark with
Ah,
a little bit of glowing. Uh, I'm not gonna say like so dark that you can't see, as you are a human without dark vision.
mhm.
But it's more of it's dim. It's definitely not sunlight, and it's definitely not torchlight. The
Okay.
only light that you kind of get comes from the little bit seeping through the windows and the glowing of some of the potions and some of the uh magical elements kind of laying around. And behind the counter you see a drow male with dark, almost midnight skin, snow white hair, and purple eyes.
Ah, it's a male. Mm, affirmative.
What can I do for you?
Um. Yes. Hello. I'm asking if you can possibly turn this dragon fang here that I picked up into a wearable magic item.
A
And then
wearable one?
yes, like a ring or a necklace, and that's wearable. That doesn't need what's the word? No, out of character. What's the word? Like uh,
I
you
don't
know
know what you're trying to say.
the one where you have to like do a ritual so you can like bind yourself to the magic item.
Attunement?
There we go. Without attunement. I'm a dumbass.
Without attunement.
Hmm.
Uh, I could probably work something. It's not going to be all that powerful as you're requiring no attunement.
Well, let me show you the thing, and I'll show him the thing.
He'll hold out his hand much like the halfling did to
Yeah,
hold it.
I just plop it. I don't like, yeah, I just plop
This
like.
time, I'll roll the D100 for you. You see arcs of electricity kind of scaling across the surface of this tooth. Not very strong, but it definitely holds some of the original power in it.
Oh, now you're crackling with lightning. Typical.
Uh, what?
The tooth.
Right. You said it's a blue dragon tooth.
Yes.
Judging from the size, probably a wormling.
It was not an easy kill. I killed it by my lonesome.
By your lonesome. Sir, I appreciate the business, but I don't need tall tales.
I'm just gonna like look at this like has you have that what the fuck kind of like look like
I could easily make this into something like a ring, but it would get rid of most of the tooth.
how much of the tooth?
You're looking at this. It's about 3 inches tall, 2 inches wide. Hmm. We're looking at drilling out probably an inch or two of square area of it. You're probably losing a good 50%.
50%.
But at the cost of getting a magic item.
Hmm. If you did put attunement on this magic item, how stronger can you make it work?
Well, it depends on how much time you give me. The more time I can spend making the item, the more powerful it can be. But I'm not as skilled as some of the others in my field of work. So it's not going to be a legendary item. It's also not going to be something simple if you give me the time.
Hmm. Can I recall during like the travel over here, like how long are we gonna stay in this port city?
You guys didn't discuss, so Fabio has no idea because no one else does either.
Fuck! I don't know how long. Hmm.
This is why communication is important.
So,
I was like, so what do you want to do next? And then I got silent, so I'm just sitting in the cart and
Yeah,
my mouse.
I know. But don't. Here's the thing: there are consequences.
Yep.
To every minor or major action, there will be consequences. That's how this works.
okay,
You're
so
You don't know your own schedule.
So the common denominator is time.
Correct.
All right. I'm gonna take the thing. All right, I'll get back to you because I don't know how long me and my compatriots are gonna stay here in the port city.
All right. I'll be
I
here.
just, I just I just look at this male drow, normally, and walk off like a normal person.
He nods as you leave.
Okay, and then I'm gonna like low-key sprint back to the
You're gonna
like,
sprint back to the car. All right, but we will cut to Dot and Chitter.
All right.
You two are walking out into the woods. The snow crunching underneath your feet.
All right.
What do you do?
Dot's just gonna go around. Actually, use her sending stone. Well,
I'm
sending.
splitting away from her ASAP.
I mean,
All right.
all right. Just. All right. Dot's gonna just kind of keep an eye on her, like at a distance, but then just kind of use her sending necklace to kind of just contact her mom.
You're not keeping an eye on me. I'm running away from you. I'm not gonna be anywhere near you.
Hey, is one of my bird friends nearby, Jackson?
Roll me perception.
Perception. Ah, yes, I'm good at this. Perception. Yeah, kazing. 22.
You recognize a familiar black blur flying by, and after a few moments, you feel the tiny little claws on your shoulder, and your hair kind of lifts up as it flutters its wings, hiding underneath your hair.
Hi, how are you?
Cold, as always.
Oh, hey, could you do me a small favor?
Sure.
If you do, I'll give you a good reward. Can you keep an eye on my Kenku friend?
The big raven?
Yes.
Keep an eye on her.
Yeah, just make sure she doesn't get herself into too much trouble.
I don't have any eyes. I can go get one from the town.
I mean like see it, watch her. Make sure she isn't,
Mm,
you know.
sure.
Yeah.
What do you want me to watch her do?
Just make sure she doesn't start causing any harm to anyone. If she does, come and get me.
Okay.
If you do that for me, you can stay with me tonight and I'll make sure you're warm.
Haha.
Yep. And then
It
she'll
flies away.
and then Dot kind of just goes on her sending necklace and starts to try and contact Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chitter, you see landing right in front of you, kind of like in the snow, but floating on top of it a little bit, like as if the weight of this raven isn't enough to sink it into the snow. And it looks at you.
I'm gonna mimic the sound of a growling antler wolf that I've heard before.
It's just kind of gonna do that bird thing where it cocks its head very suddenly.
Also, remember, it can mimic things too.
Yeah, it's a raven.
Walk over to it. I'm just gonna put my hand out. Well, not really hand, but like feathered hand out to it.
Your wing.
Yeah, that
I'll help
thing
you
I
with the
have.
wording.
No, like that thing I have for an arm.
Yeah. It's gonna kind of lightly peck at your feathers. Not causing any damage or hurting you, just kind of... It's the equivalent of a little bit of a gnawing from a dog.
No offense to that. I'm gonna walk away from it.
It's gonna follow.
God dang it. I don't like this.
Welcome to my forest.
I don't like being babysat.
Welcome
It's
to
gonna
my.
fly onto your shoulder.
Oh, I'm swatted away. Go away. I don't want you here.
Roll me dex.
Okay.
Don't you hurt my bird friend.
I don't care.
How dare you?
It's an 18.
Just barely, it manages to fly off of your shoulder just in time and just land on your head.
Big bird.
Range.
It's
I
going to
think
peck at
you're-
your mask.
Wait, did it touch the mask?
Yes.
I'm a strangle bird.
Nope. It'll fly away.
It's
Bird.
fine, but it cannot touch the mask.
Roll me
Very
perception.
angry bird. Roll what?
Roll me perception.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me see. It's a 13.
The bird seems to disappear.
Oh no.
You don't see it anymore.
no. It wasn't real.
It was an illusion, bird.
It was
Not
an
real.
illusion. Both Dot and Shitter had a schizophrenia.
Back onto my own task, the thing I was going to do before I was so rudely interrupted by Bird.
Big bird, small bird.
No, I didn't want a bird friend. I don't like it.
Well, it's my bird friend.
Well, I don't care. I hate your bird friend.
Hmm.
Shit, what are you doing?
I'm gonna head out as far into the forest as I can go, regardless of if I get lost or not. I want to just head out into like the center of well, really just as far away from town as I can get, without finding a road or anything.
Good luck with that. It's a port town. There's a bunch of paths.
Well, I just don't want to be near any of them. I want to go out into
You
the
can
forest.
find a somewhat isolated spot, but
That's what I
you'll
want.
occasionally hear the carriages.
You're
Like,
in
you
my
are still close
territory.
enough- you are still very close enough to town that a lot of the paths have not yet converged into one.
You're in my territory now.
Shut up. Just because I'm on a different country doesn't mean I don't like woods.
Mm.
So, my original plan was to set something on fire that, like, I just realized I could have set the bird on fire. But no. Well, I'm gonna go over to a tree. I'm gonna try and dig underneath it and go curl up under there.
Roll me another perception.
Hooray. It's a 19.
You already see a hole.
Yay! I'm gonna go climb under a tree.
Well, hold on.
You already see a hole, and
Yeah.
as you start to kind of climb inside, you hear the how do I describe this word? Scream?
What is
You
under
hear the
here?
familiar scream of your favorite animal?
I'm gonna immediately get out of it. I'm just gonna like
Just
gonna
a
start.
scream.
I'm gonna start mimicking like fox noises of like little happy fox barks.
You see its head kind of peer out of the hole.
I guess I just start mimicking fox noises, like the happy barks that I've been hearing
It's gonna
recently.
prance over to you.
Oh, you're encountering my animal friends.
I'm gonna just continue to make little happy fox barks, and I'm just gonna
It is going
be
to
very
brush against your leg.
happy. It's gonna what?
It brushes against your leg.
Oh my god, that's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm just gonna be very happy, and I'm gonna put my little feather out so that I can, like, I wanna pet it.
It gladly goes to meet your feather.
Like, I'm just so happy at this point. You know what? Whatever plan I had before this doesn't matter anymore. This is my new best friend. I'm gonna hang out with the foxes from now on. I don't care about the party. These are my new best friends that are gonna help me plot out my way to murdering a mass group of people.
I don't think that.
I'm gonna take out my little journal and I'm push it over to it and I'm gonna put a bunch of ink on it, like just off to the side, so I can be like, if it wants, it can put its paw in, it can like draw in the paper with its paws, and it's just like I'm gonna sit there with it, and I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna have fun. This is my new fox friend. Little happy Bart.
I can't believe you found this one.
This is my new best friend.
It goes up to sniff the ink.
I'm gonna watch it just in case, because I don't want it to consume the ink, because I know for a fact that's not good for it. So I'm gonna watch it carefully, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna be very careful about it. And I'm also gonna take out my rations and hand rations over to it.
You got lucky. It got distracted by the rations. It was about to go and lick the ink, but then it saw the rations.
Okay, I feed it. I'm gonna close up the ink. Just in case. Like after putting it out, I realized that's a bad idea, so I'm gonna put that back up.
It goes up to you again and sits.
I'm gonna pet it. I'm just gonna be happy barks and we'll
It
play
starts
with it.
bouncing around again and kind of like
I'm gonna play
happily
with
running around. And
I'm gonna
it is going
play
to
with it.
dive into the snow.
I'm gonna mimic it. I'm gonna do that too.
Roll me acrobatics.
Okay.
I can just imagine Chitter's just like.
Acrobatic, that's fine.
I can just imagine Chitter's legs are just like. like sticking out from the snow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You managed to jump and kind of nosedive into the snow.
Ask him, okay?
No,
Oh, no.
yeah, here's the thing. You're a humanoid that just tried to land on your neck. Take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You didn't fall far enough to like do any major damage, but that's definitely going to cause some
HP
damage.
anyway. I didn't have much HP anyway.
Why?
Because I'm a baby.
Oh, you mean just in general? Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you had long rests that we got, and I'm like, why? Why wouldn't you do that?
No, I'm just generally very weak.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna start digging in the snow and like I'm gonna try and play with the fox. I'm just gonna have fun. We're gonna run around.
All right.
My new best friend.
Dot. Your conversation that you were going to start.
Yes. Hello?
Are you speaking into the necklace?
Yes.
You hear two responses, almost not necessarily at the same time, but kind of off kilter. Yes? Yes?
Oh. Hello.
Hi. Hey, Dot.
Hi. Is that my uncle on the other?
Yep.
Why?
I believe so.
Why have I never heard him before?
Well, were you thinking of one of us specifically?
Not really. I just kind of use this stone to communicate to family. Oh. Wait.
You see the finickiness of the magic?
Yeah. Not different from druidry, but...
There are some similarities.
No.
A few more than just a few.
Yes. We lost someone. Oh,
Yeah, we lost Chase.
all right. I'm back home, Mom. Are you in town?
Not currently.
No.
No.
I heard about everything with my uncle.
How much did you tell him? All of it? All of it? Pretty much. I gave her the map. What?
Oh.
No, that's fair. That's fine. You were bound to learn at some point.
So you want me to travel the world?
I want you to get out there. You've been holed up in your forest for how long?
How long? It's been nearly a century now.
100 years.
Nearly a century now, I believe.
Yeah. And you, as a druid, what I've seen you do, have the potential to do so much more than just help out one forest. Well, you two seem like you need this conversation, so I'm gonna go. And you just see the necklace dim just a bit.
So you've been around the whole world?
Not the whole world, but quite a bit of it.
I've heard that you've seen most of his existence.
Most. I've even seen the route you always talked about. I just didn't want you to mess with it.
Well,
And then you did.
it's is there something that you know?
Not a lot. I know where it started, and most likely how it got to where it is. And the biggest issue with it is it's affecting
everything.
everything.
I imagine it's probably a much bigger concern the closer you are to where it came from.
That would be correct.
Have you...
And I say where it came from, but it's more of... There are two places that it affects majorly currently. And that is Zubril and Ciencia.
Zubra? Alright. How bad is it?
Well, Ciencia is, from what I can tell, the source. It may be intentional, it may not have been, but either way, it's an issue. Ciencia seems to be the source. Zubril seems like it's the place that it affected next.
And then it's...
To Odresh, where we are. I've been to the other countries, but I didn't see it when I was there.
So it's most likely that it's not done spreading.
Yet.
Has it wrapped around you before, or?
Yes? Why?
Did you hear what I hear when it does that?
You heard something? You hear a little bit of rustling and the slamming of a book onto a desk. What did you hear?
It's a voice of some sort. I don't really know the language. It's not Elvish or primordial like you've taught me. It's coherent, but I don't know what it could mean. Just whenever it does happen, at least I tend to hear a voice, but is something the matter, or?
You hear her finish her notes and set down the book again. So, you heard a voice and you don't know the language.
Yes, it's obviously coherent,
Oh.
but I don't know what it could be saying. It's not any language I've picked up on, at least. I would, I do try to avoid having it wrap around me, though. Having direct contact with it seems to cause at least the animals to become violent.
Right.
Apart from normal survival instincts anyway, they stop hunting behaviors. If they're predator, they stop hunting behaviors and just start attacking anything that moves. Wolves will attack their own packs, though they're quickly put down.
All of that I knew.
All right.
The voice is what worries me. And what it has done.
Do you think it could be affecting me in some way?
Potentially, but you seem fine.
Fine.
You haven't been affected nearly as much as some of the animals I've seen. The biggest worry is how much have you heard of Zubril?
Who?
Zubril, the country.
Not much.
Do you know of the magma snake?
No.
Okay. The long and the short of it, the people of Zubril are known for smithing and tinkering. It's a lot of dwarves and gnomes.
The short
And
ones, yes.
They tend to worship the magma snake. Saint lovingly named, I'm sure. It wraps around the island at least once, maybe twice. The entire country. With its head resting on the land. Its skin is almost made of lava with obsidian scales. Its head has two flaming flaps on the side. It's. Have you seen a cobra?
Yes,
Something like that.
yes, well, they're a little on the aggressive side, but once you realize they're a predator, like, they're predators like any other animal.
Exactly. But the capital city of Gago, um, it's where the head rests, and people have started to notice that these roots you speak of are wrapping around its body. The head has been untouched, but the body has had roots covering it. Almost like roots. Or vines
Could
on a stone wall.
you taught me about could is is are there do we I don't well
I'm afraid I don't know much about the root yet.
well, the root is obviously some kind of parasitic type of vine. While that's fine, usually it's balanced out. This one doesn't seem to have a counter or anything that can really resist it in any meaningful way.
Yet. I'm sure the people of Ciencia are working on it. I'm sure even the people of Zubril are working on it. It's just nothing has been found yet.
In my experience, fire does seem to burn it away, but of course that runs the risk of destroying everything near it.
Right.
So
that may be why it hasn't. That may be why it hasn't completely taken over the snake. Sable has been dormant for years, unmoving, but I mean, with the lava kind of running along him, it might have kept it at bay a little bit.
Could he be solidifying, maybe? How long has this snake been there?
The story goes back forever. It may even be 6,000 years old.
And this world is only
just about that old. It may be as old as the world itself. I mean, there's about 1,000 year or so years before we started recording history. So maybe 7,000, but as far as humanoid history goes, as far as this world, it could very well be as old, if not older.
So I will definitely try to see if this magma snake is an animal, correct?
As far as we can tell, it at least take the form of one.
Has
Sorry, I don't know as much as I wish I did.
Perhaps in my travels I'll drop by and see what can be done to communicate with the creature. Maybe it holds some answers to what this route is.
Maybe.
Also,
I'll help with any research I can.
also, before, I stop, before we end this conversation, I learned about how old you were, how long? How old are you again?
Frankly, at some point you stop counting. I could very well be 700.
Oh. Before I leave, I just want to see you one more time, before I set off. Do you know when you'll be back in town?
I can be down there in 2 days.
Okay, I'll be here, getting ready, probably, getting, clothes that don't look like mine. At least, everyone in the town was so clean, like, is that, like, normal for everyone to be that clean, or, like...
Yes and no. Yes, they typically are cleaner than yours in comparison, but they're not always pristine. But I must go. I have a meeting.
Alright, I'll see you. Besides, I, learned a new trick, actually. Animals aren't the only things I can talk to now.
Oh.
Yes, I figured out how to, talk to fauna now.
Well, maybe other plants have the answers.
Alright, at least. I'll let you get to your work.
Alright.
Yep. And then, as the conversation ends, Dot's gonna go and cast, Speak with Plant. Is that, like, what's the oldest looking tree that's alive in the forest that, Dot knows about?
It's tough to say without looking at its rings. But before you cast, we will cut over to Cicada.
Alright.
Cicada, you said you wanted to do something specific.
Okay, but why though?
Why what?
I don't know, why do you have to talk to me? I can't believe you. Yeah, I'm just find a nice little fluid space for me to like, do my stuff. Activate the sending stone.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, can I ask you for a tiny favor?
What is it?
Well, you see, we're kind of gonna be traveling to Ciencia soon, if I'm correct, and I kind of want to search the area when we get there to make sure to see if there's any important creatures, quote unquote, nearby. And
Sure.
and I don't and I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk running into people. I don't want to risk running into my parents. So if you could just ask ask Malvius to ask Saffron to get some words around town to see if there's any unique creatures in the area of Ciencia, that would be great.
Basically, ask Saffron to scout out for you beforehand. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, travel's gonna take a bit.
Makes sense.
Alright. Just keep in mind, if you are going to be in Ciencia, you are going to be like 4 hours behind or ahead of me, behind me.
So when I call you at 12 p.m., it'll be like 4 p.m. for you.
Correct.
I'll make sure to call you at midnight.
I'll let Malvius know. And he hangs up.
He didn't even say goodbye. Rude.
You gave him a task to do. You know he's a one-track mind.
But like, he could have at least said bye. That was rude.
Well, what do you do after that?
I'ma just who's organizing like a little travel to Ciencia? Like, who's the impresario?
No one has took any initiative on it yet, so you don't know.
Okay, but like, why are we going to Ciencia?
Oh, you know, because Dion's uncle gave her a map of places the route that she keeps talking about has affected, and also has a list of creatures from each country labeled. The ones she's seen, at least.
Interesting. So is it gonna be like a one-way trip to Ciencia, or are we gonna be heading back to this continent afterwards?
You have not discussed that with your party. You do not know.
Alright. Dion, get your druid ass over here, god damn it.
She's in the woods!
God fucking damn it. Alright, fine, I'll wait for her to get back.
Okay. Where do you wait?
I don't want this.
Everyone else is in the cart. Still.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the forest, dude.
Oh yeah.
No. You're in the middle of the forest. He's in the middle of town.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Because like, I might want to go find her, but she might be taking a leak, and I don't want to walk in on that. And also, I might get jumped by wolves again, and I don't want that either.
Yet again.
Shut up, Jackson. Alright. I'ma just wait near the cart for Dion.
Out of character,
You
you can
don't-
say Dot, because
Yeah,
I mean,
you
that
don't
is
know
that
my-
is what she is. But in character,
Yeah.
obviously,
You don't know my...
Going up.
Yeah, no.
Listed here goes as Dion, and I must refer to her as such out character.
That is fair.
Good point.
Ooh, that's all, folks.
So that's all you're gonna do?
Yeah, until Dion, until Dion gets back.
All right. Serafina, is there anything you do in specifics?
Yes, I would like to look around town to see if I can find anything interesting. or whatnot. Anything that like catches my eye or like something happening that's interesting. Anything like that.
Okay, well, here's an interesting question.
Hmm.
What would interest Serafina in the wintry town of Vinus?
Warmth. So like maybe a hot beverage or something, perhaps.
So the tavern it is.
Yes. I forgot this was the cold place. Forgive me.
Yeah. That is why I posed the question, because as a cold-blooded,
Question mark.
as a cold-blooded being, or at least someone that prefers warmth over cold climates, you would be inclined to be uncomfortable in a town of winter.
Yeah, that's true. She's her typical bundled up, Hope's blanket wrapped around her, and she's just scuffling around town to the tavern like a fucking burrito, looking for a warm drink.
All right. You walk into the tavern and you see a familiar dwarf at the counter. Ah, welcome back.
Yes, we are back for a bit.
How long?
How long?
It keeps coming up. You haven't discussed it with your party.
At least like 3 or 4 days.
But she doesn't know that in character. That is something you purely just found out because of your mother. Oh, it's beautiful. This is
You
beautiful.
know, I don't really know. I just know we're here for a bit, and it's cold.
Well, you've
And I
always
need
got the
warmth.
rooms if you need them.
Oh, that's very. I don't want to sleep in a cart anymore.
Sleeping in the cart was not fun. Stiff back.
Oh yes, definitely.
Stiff
she,
back,
like-
stiff neck.
You see her like bending back, trying to like pop her back and stuff. So, what you got that'll warm me up?
Well, I've got a couple things. I've got, let's see, Sail's Eye. I've got Dragon's Flame. Or I've got, what's it called? I should have my menu memorized. Phoenix. Damn it, it's gone. It's something to do with the Phoenix.
Well, what does the Phoenix beverage consist of? That sounds interesting.
Whiskey, hot chocolate, rum, and bourbon.
What was that
It's-
last thing? You kind
And
of
bourbon. It's
Ooh.
a lot of alcohol, but it's in a hot chocolate.
Yes, I would like that.
There's
How
also
much?
a bit of a surprise.
Oh, bet. Let's go.
All right, one Phoenix drink. I'm coming up right up. And no, this isn't me out of character forgetting. I literally have this written down. Quite literally.
Absolutely amazing.
He walks into the back, grabs a couple of the ingredients, and walks back out. He pours the hot chocolate in first, heating it up with his hand, a little bit of glowing orange, warming the mug as he goes. pouring about an ounce of bourbon, about half ounce of whiskey, and then 2 ounces of rum. Yes, it's quite a bit of alcohol.
Perfect.
He pours it into it, and something with the mixture. It must be the specific types of bourbon, whiskey, and rum that he's using to give the hot chocolate kind of an orange, crackling flame look to it, like the ends of ashes. Here you go. And he puts it on the table.
Thank you. I'm gonna drink it.
As you drink it, you feel a warmth come about you, kind of warming you to the bone. It's suddenly as if you've got a fire in your chest. Not hurting, but definitely hot.
I like this.
Thank you. It's an original recipe.
This is really nice. Can I have another?
Another.
Mhm.
Alrighty then, but be careful.
Will do. I'll only drink this one, and that'll be it.
Understood. And he goes back and uh, gets the ingredients again and sets another one on your table.
I drink that one too.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. What's my wisdom? Okay.
I'm in danger.
I'm not wise. 10.
Mmm. You see the table that you're sitting at. Kind of the surface starts lapping with flames.
Oh no.
And Jade looks at the table and his eyes go wide. Oh fuck. Ah god. God damn
I'm
it.
sorry.
That's alright.
uh,
He rushes back to get a bucket of water and kind of throws it on you and the fire. Alright.
it,
It should be out. It
oh,
should be out.
fire doesn't bother me that much. It's, accidentally setting something on fire. That scares me a bit. I'm sorry.
Saw that you were the cause. Are you a sorcerer of some sort?
Yes, I am.
I know that getting drunk can sometimes set off certain types of magic, but I've never seen that before.
Yeah, neither have I.
Huh. Well, it looks to not be an issue anymore. I hope.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. I mean, at least the whole tavern's not on fire, you know? You were able to stop
That
it.
would have been a nightmare.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt about that.
Alright, well, I've got to get to the other customers. You can call me if you need me.
Alright. Also, how much was that? I have gold I can pay.
Just a gold. The table can be replaced.
Aye. And she's gonna toss a gold piece onto the table.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
And with that, we will cut to Yig. You said you wanted to have a conversation with Hope.
Yep.
Yellow.
Hope, can we go somewhere for a private conversation?
Sure. Lead the way.
And Yig is going to go. This is gonna be a little creepy, but he's gonna go back to the graveyard.
Creepy man.
He's gonna go around the back way though,
Okay.
and kind of be in the back of the.
Like that's not already creepy enough going to a graveyard. You're gonna take the back way to a graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
just
not
kinda-
that's.
He just kind of looks around like, and looks back at you.
No. Look, it's not what it seems. God, this place just makes me. So
That's
I love
fine.
that.
It can make you comfortable. If that it makes you comfortable, go. We can talk here. And she kind of just can like she just sort of like she's like next to a gravestone, and kind of just takes like 2 steps away from it.
oh, like Yig will just will just sit down right by a gravestone and just kind of just cross-legged just sit down. So I found some stuff out about this
But what now?
the Goliath, the
Ah.
one that kid fought me. Remember what I talked about with this person I'm supposed to look for?
Yes.
He's
All right.
Heimveer is his name. And he was honestly the most powerful my kind.
Okay.
He betrayed Assyria, and I would the closest to faith turned fancy. From what this Goliath said after we spoke with him, apparently he is pronouncing himself under cult as drink.
You're gonna have to repeat that last part. He's now what?
He is now considering himself a god, and he has potentially created a cult called the Cult of Tranquility.
Oh. That's not good.
I think this is a very risky, very dangerous thing. But I think we need to find a way to help Bobby. And my reasoning behind this is that this, whoever he was taking Fabio back to whatever organization that he was a part of or was hired. I think if we help Fabio, it'll help me find clues as to brother is.
If you needed help in organization, I know I can't say much, but I can understand that it has there's a familial organization after him, but I do know of the other organization in which the sigil, the letter bared. I don't know its connection yet. I wish I could figure that out. But I know where we could find it, though I'd prefer to avoid it should it be possible. But if this is really as bad as it can get, with possible cults forming and people like the Goliath having such power, I guess this is something you might have to face.
I have to. If this is protected.
Well, that sigil was a thieves' guild.
What does the symbol sigil?
It's basically a thieves' guild. Criminal activities. I know where we can find a base of operations.
Well,
Should we need to.
I was meaning like the sigil. Like, what is some? How do they represent themselves?
She kind of. She takes off her glove. And she bears a small branding of a dagger with a coin for the hilt.
And would Yig recognize the symbol from body sent to the afterlife?
Probably a couple.
I'm familiar with that symbol, actually.
Yes, they're good at what they do.
Not good enough if they end up dead.
I mean, she kind of like she looks like she has more to like. She kind of opens her mouth to say something, and then she pauses. It's just like,
Sorry if that disturbed you.
No, it's. You make a fair point. I had an argument against it, but does it make anyone's case better? No, it doesn't. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But, well, you know what? Screw it. You can clearly tell that there's something. I mean, you could say that not if they die, but at the same time, some are still alive.
Yes, some are still alive.
What are you two doing in my graveyard?
Oh, I apologize.
That's like Hope literally has like she jumps. She's fucking terrified. She's like, there's a fucking ghost.
Oh, yeah.
You see a gnome. You quite literally just see a gnome.
Hope like straight up like jump turned like that noise I made basically. Hope.
Yig just turns to look at the gnome and he's just like, I'm sorry for protruding on the graveyard, but I felt
It's
like this was
fine, I just didn't see you come through.
Came through the back. I apologize.
That's alright. May I ask what you were doing?
Talking about personal.
Oh, in a graveyard?
He
I feel
feels comfortable here.
You know what? Knowing who he works for, that makes sense. I'll leave.
Thank you.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
I'm gonna look back. Yes, but I know the town in which one of the base of operations are, and I know of the leader.
Okay. This person I'm looking for, Hymir. He is known as the Black Conqueror.
Okay.
He is very violent, very emotional, malicious. If he finds out that I'm looking for him, he will try to kill me. Which means anybody that I'm associated with, he will kill us.
Lovely. You all are a very lovely bunch, might I say.
Well, I'm not. I serve death.
Yeah, speaking of which, were you at any chance able to contact the person I asked of before?
At that, Yig is going to pull out his symbol in contact. He is going to contact Finrod.
Fenrin.
Finrod.
What's up?
I need you to find somebody very specific. I'm going to give specific details. I know that you help the dead to their respective places after.
Yeah, you've kind of been doing my job for a little bit. At least the ones that you've affected directly.
Sorry.
No, not a problem. Makes my job easier. Do you know how much death happens otherwise?
Say that again?
Do you know how much death happens outside of just you? Trust me, I already have plenty to do. I appreciate the divvying up the work.
Well, I guess I do whatever our mother asks me to do.
That's fair.
Like I said, I need you to find somebody very specific, and he's gonna give the full detailed description of
Okay.
and he's saying this all in common. That way, Hope can pick up on it.
It was just kind of like you could just tell she like slowly shrinks the more and more you're describing what she looks like, basically. She just kind of shrinks slightly.
Halfling tiefling.
Well, I believe I know where she's at.
Can I contact
If she's willing, absolutely.
you? Alright, I'll give it a shot then.
All right. I'll transfer you over, I guess.
Thank you.
She's not gonna see faces or anything, yeah? Like it's just voice.
That is true, unless you want it to be face to face.
No, that's fine. I'm good. And she
All
just
right.
slowly, she
Everyone
like
moves in their own way. I understand.
she slowly.
Hope, by the way, this is my brother.
Wait,
Finrod.
Hope? As in the one I'm looking for?
It's a long story.
You know what? You.
Going to.
As long as it's not an undead, I'm fine. Whatever. Maybe it's just the same name.
Gig, just let her know that Enya is sorry and I don't know if is she able to, like, okay, so with this afterlife that she's in, is she able to see what goes on down here?
No.
Yes and no.
Oh,
It's
it
a little
really
complicated.
it depends on the person.
Okay. Well, I guess
She's in Yonara. She's probably reliving the best moments of her life.
Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna listen from behind this tombstone over here.
Oh,
Hmm?
I think it'll be better if you talk to yourself.
I don't think so.
Actually, would be.
Fair enough. I'll be sending you through.
Thank you.
It takes a couple moments, but
Beep.
pretty much.
Beep.
It's... Oh
I'm
god.
sorry, you got the wrong number.
I'm sorry. The number you are trying to contact is no longer accessible.
Wait, what?
No.
This hasn't happened to me before. What is this? What's going on? Finland, help!
God damn it, who
you-
forgot to pay the death phone bill?
God damn it. Who didn't pay the stone phone?
God damn it, Bobby!
Damn it, Bobby.
Continuing on now.
We need to timestamp that. We need... Justin, please timestamp that.
In the serial lines, god damn it.
God
Where is
damn
my
it.
stone phone?
Who didn't pay the stone phone bill?
Got no spirit service in here.
It is now waiting for
Alright. Eventually, you do hear on the other side. Hello?
Is this hope?
Yes, this is her. May I ask who's...
I think you know me by Yggdrasil.
Oh! Right. Hi. Is
I have
something the matter?
I have somebody here who I think you would like to have a conversation
Who?
with. Inya.
And... Enya. Well, how are you doing?
There's just panic. There is panic. There is
Oh, there's panic. Nope. Yiga casts calm emotions.
damn you. Wait, I'm a paladin. What is it? Charisma or wisdom?
Charisma. I'm pretty sure it's charisma. Well, let me double check just to make sure.
Well, if it's a charisma, joke's on you. Naturally, that's a 16, and you know my charisma save is higher.
Nice.
Calm emotions is... Yeah, it is a charisma saving throw.
I win. Panic.
So panicking.
Yeah, but she kind of just, hey, Hope.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I wanted to see how you were doing.
I'm doing well. I'm getting to see a lot of faces again, including yours.
She kind of like panicked. Oh, Yes, the afterlife that you were sent to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I'm sorry uh, about that.
It's okay.
I'm a paladin now.
Congratulations. I'm glad. Are you carrying on my work?
There's just even more panic. Uh, one might say that, yes.
Well, I'm glad. How many people have you led to temple?
Well, I actually just got started to go out and about. I've been trying
Oh.
to get people. I've met a group of people here, but I don't quite think if you've noticed from who got me to contact you, who I'm working with is a little tough, but I'll
Well,
find people along the way.
I'm sure you will.
Are you do you by any chance know about the people or anything like that in the situation we got ourselves in?
The bandits?
Yes.
Uh, what about them?
If perhaps there was something you knew about them, a face or something like that. I just
Well, I definitely remember the one who stabbed me.
mm, yes, I scared them off, but got I never went after them. I don't think I'd go after them and but I do want to see if they're still out there.
I wouldn't expect you to go after them. The one I remember most vividly is the dwarf.
Can you give a physical description of Hope?
I'm sorry, what, John?
Can you give a physical description of the actually, it is pretty important.
Let me out of character scroll back.
I don't think you gave him any descriptions. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief.
If not, it's okay.
For the sake of the oh, I did. Or at least I gave a race for the one.
Yes.
And pardon me, it was not a dwarf.
The tiefling.
The tiefling.
That's why I asked earlier.
Mm-hmm. So obviously retconning the dwarf part of those statements, but it is tiefling. Well, let's see. He had dark red skin with curling horns. Something like that of a ram.
Okay.
He was fairly buff. 5 foot. I don't even know. Almost 6 foot range. Definitely taller than me.
Is there
And
anything that would stand out?
the
Tattoo, face,
nasty scar I gave him.
Where would that be?
Right on his face. I dug into his cheek with a dagger.
Left or right cheek?
He was facing me, so it would have been his left. It would have been his left cheek.
Thank
Oh, before I let you go, I really looked up to you, even for the short time that we knew each other. And I only hope to be more like you.
You don't need to be like me. And yet, you're your own person. And hearing what you've done, I'm sure you can do so much more.
Thank you. You rest peacefully now.
I will.
Hope. Have a wonderful.
Thank you. And the necklace slowly fades back. Yig, roll me a wisdom save.
It wasn't a nat 20, but it still turns out to be 26.
You manage to keep yourself somewhat, what's the word? Calm, but you can feel strange muscles tightening in your face. There's a soft smile.
I knew that was going to turn up.
Hmm?
Your conversation, I thought it was going to. Well, it did.
Yeah. Anything else we need to discuss?
I think when we get back, cart, figure where.
Like I said, if you think the city might be the best bet, I can take the cart's reins and we can start going there. But that is up to you if you think that's where that would be best to go. That's all the information I can give you is the Thieves Guild.
Well, I think we need to discuss it. Everyone is where the majority of us, if not all of us, want to go. I
Okay.
assume that if we take this path, dangerous, and you and Fabio, I would imagine, must experience this people.
They're not pleasant people, but they don't know. They won't recognize me.
No, they won't. That's a good thing.
Yeah. She puts her glove back on.
And strange to hope, Yake's gonna hug her.
Aw.
Damn.
Apparently, this is a wholesome session.
Apparently. I mean, it's only fair. Literally last session, you guys were yelling at each other and almost kicking Fabio out of the party.
I leave for one session. The editor leaves for one session, I swear.
And Fabio back in the car, be like, where did everyone go?
Hoping
The car's right here. Unattended. Where is everyone?
You guys left it in a secure area. It's not like it's gonna be stolen from, maybe.
But
Yeah.
still, though.
Everything I own's on my person, so...
I will say, I will say this. Hope accepts the hug, and you noticed after they break away from the hug that her eyes are quite watery.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. His mouth twitches more as it has a smile bigger.
This is strange. You're smiling at someone crying.
Yeah, what the others
He knows it's for a good reason.
Right.
Let's figure out what the others want to do.
Yeah. And they'll go back to the car.
Alright. Cheer. Do you end up going to the cart? Or are you going to stay with your fox? Or are you going to bring the fox with you?
The real question is, am I able to bring the fox with me?
Probably fine.
Do I now have a fox friend? Like, is this now my new friend?
I mean...
We'll see.
We'll see. Oh no.
I'd like to take the fox with me. My
It's
new
the
best
fox
friend.
of death.
Why are we...
It's not my best
Alright.
Please don't hurt my fox. I just want to take it with me.
Hey, it's my...
Dot.
No one's
Yes.
allowed to touch it unless it wants you to.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Its entire character trait is it just wants pets.
Hmm.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. This is my new best friend. I will pet it every day, all the time. This is mine.
What will you name him?
I'm gonna ask Dot Dot,
Dion.
also known as Dione, to ask what its name is.
I mean, what,
I want
do you...
this to be consensual. This is a consensual relationship.
Do you remember whose forest you're in?
Shut up. It's my forest
Alright.
now.
So, Cheer, you're heading back to the cart with the fox?
Yes, this is my friend now. This is mine.
Understood.
Alright.
Dione.
Yes.
Dot.
Yes.
You were about to cast Speak with Plants.
Yes, I
on
was.
the oldest thing you could find.
On the oldest...
Now, logistically, that's gonna be a tree.
Yes.
Uh,
No, it's gonna be that one rose bush that's been around for a little too long.
yeah, and then it's gonna start burning and talking to you. Wait.
Oh.
And that's how the druid became a cleric.
No, that's how the druid became a prophet.
Don't bring religion into this. This is supposed to be a game.
says like the cleric gang that's been going on.
Says,
Druid, your powers literally come from gods.
he says,
Two clerics and a paladin.
2 clerics, a paladin, and 2 druids.
yeah.
The most overpowered D&D group of all time.
Yeah.
Alright. So
Yes.
It's going to be a tree. It's probably going to be an oak tree.
Ah, the mighty oak.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mighty, alright.
Jesus.
Sturdy wood.
Oh, my lord.
Alright. So you're casting Speak with Plants on this oak tree.
Yes, I am.
Speak with tree, not speak with plant.
A tree is a plant. Last I checked. Hello.
Yes.
Wow, it's weird. Not used
Since
to.
when can you talk to us?
A new trick I learned.
You have lived in this forest for 100 years. You have never spoken to us before.
I've recently began to expand my magic.
Whoa.
Yes. I just realized actually how much I probably should have been doing that earlier, but I was a little close-minded, in a sense.
At least you can admit it.
Mm-hmm.
What is it you needed to speak to me for?
This root. Would you know anything about it?
I have roots.
The black root. Anyway. It's been
Did
plaguing...
someone burn root?
No.
That's rude. That's also painful.
Yeah, no, there aren't any goblins around here, last I checked. The black root that takes grip of things. Parasitic?
Ah. Nope.
No?
No idea.
Nope. Since you...
Oh, wait.
Oh?
You nope.
Okay. Well, since you, since I have the opportunity to talk to you now, is there, anything I can do to help your kind be more comfortable living here? Besides stopping excessive logging.
Can you tell the owl to stop using my leaves?
Oh.
It hurts.
Um,
If they fall off naturally, it's fine. But why would you tear them off of me?
there's an owl. He's probably building a nest.
Just because it has purpose does not mean it's not painful.
Well, sometimes you must make sacrifice for the good of others and for the good of the cycle that is in this forest. I'm sure you observed it. You've observed it for
Fine.
long? You've observed it for longer than I have, but if there's anything I can do to help ease the pain, that's something I can definitely do, but I can't stop someone from simply wanting a home or a place to call home.
Fair enough.
Is
Why
there...
are you so silent? Go on.
It's just silent now?
Go on. What were you gonna say?
Is there anything I could do? Perhaps put something in the soil to make living here more comfortable? You don't exactly have the option to move.
Maybe plant a few friends.
Oh?
Not necessarily other trees. Just some company.
Dot kind of goes up and then uses Druidcraft and drags her hand kind of around the tree, and as she does that, flower
Why is this a Disney
vines.
princess moment?
Druid tree. That's why. And then as she does it, just vines appear with flowers on it. And, you know, that's not sapping off of him, but it's flowers are appearing around the old tree.
Mhm.
And You know, I don't know if these flowers would also talk, but...
Question.
What?
Is speak with plants concentration?
No.
No? Okay. How long does it last?
10 minutes.
Okay. None of the plants that you've just put in the ground seem to speak quite yet, but they were also just planted, and it is winter.
And in time, this is a thing of just in time, they should grow.
Absolutely.
All right, and then she'll just go to the tree and just, in time, these flowers will bloom, create more of themselves. Some will become a bush. You should have some company, say, next spring. For you, probably not that long.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then she kind of just takes a bow, drops a spell, and heads to the cart, and changing back into her Eldrin form.
Okay.
And she starts to head back to the cart and head back into town, because that's where the cart is, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone is back at the cart except one person. Serafina. No, you headed back to the cart after you burned the table, didn't you?
I started to head back, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking
Okay
up.
then. You all eventually converge at the cart. Yet again in the center of town. Obviously not directly center, but you are in a safe spot near the center of town, and you are all converging on the same spot. Some of you arrived maybe a couple minutes before others, but you all roughly get there at the same time.
We need to discuss our next location. Where we should head next.
Indeed.
About
Fabio
that,
needs time.
can we stay here for a bit?
A bit?
I've discovered a matter that might need some attention.
Well,
The black root that I've talked about.
well,
It's
there's
not exclusive to the forest I inhabited. It's spread from other countries. My mother is heading over, and in 2 days' time she'll be here. By the way, quick question is, wait, Chitter has the fox, right?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
All right.
By the way, I'm currently speaking Celestial to the fox.
It's following, not understanding, but it's
so, can we stay in 2 days' time so then my mother would be able to explain this much better than I can?
that's
Sure, I guess.
And then Dot kind of starts.
How long are we staying? Because Fabio needs
two
How much
days.
time?
2 days, at least, but I would prefer to stay a bit longer to prepare this forest for my departure.
well.
I don't-
potentially we would have a bigger issue at hand.
What would that be?
he turns around. The Thieves Guild.
Mm-hmm.
They have some sort of
Somebody-
connection to the Goliath that wanted our good friend here dead. Well, not dead, captured. Probably to be
Oh.
killed eventually.
So, mm,
And
do we need a place that's safe?
well, to further iterate, this Goliath is also connected to the person that I'm looking
Oh,
for. I believe that the place where I would find more or the most potential information would be this Thieves Guild.
hmm.
As it
Question.
stands, I believe. Yes, Fabio.
Is this Thieves Guild under the criminal underbelly?
They're the Thieves Guild, of course.
What's a thieves guild?
A group of criminals, pickpockets, thieves, sometimes killers.
Oh,
The like.
Fabio might be able to help
How
if you all
so?
wish to locate this Thieves Guild, quote unquote.
We don't need to locate. I know where it is.
Oh,
I,
I think the bigger issue at hand, I do apologize, Dot, but I think the bigger issue
Dot?
at hand, the more Dot.
Dot looks terrible.
No, out of character. You would know that, right? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
You know
I
that.
don't think you would know her as Dot.
Yeah, so, yeah, you just keep a good I
But
think,
You just dropped her name, her real name, out of nowhere.
Dot.
Dot is
Dot, my
sweating.
mouse. And she pulls up Dot, the mouse Dot.
Dot is sweating. Like,
well, I think the more immediate threat is that one person of the Thieves Guild failed to capture Poppy. Who's to say that there won't be more than one next time?
oh, there will definitely be more. As Fabio stated, he was not the first, and he will not be the last.
I will say the person.
Shitter's going to glare at you, Fabio.
Yes, small bird.
I do understand that there are some things that I don't agree with when it comes to Bobby. But judging by whatever conversation you had with Hope, you let out some information. And I trust Hope.
Understandable.
So, I feel like we need to go to the Thieves Guild to not only stop them from coming after Fabio, but to also find answers.
So how are we going about this? Are we going at them stealthily or loud and proud?
A quieter approach, at least from what I've observed, in my forest.
Ah, yes, the stealth and no mess. I completely understand.
I mean, we could set an accidental fire.
No.
Please, no.
No, the fire
No.
would cause a lot of
so-
attention.
I want to let you know that Hope
So-
goes, no, and then she thinks, and she just goes, no! Just starts
So,
Serafina has a flame dancing at her fingertips.
Yes.
She agrees with me.
if we
Hope has a
do,
mini panic.
if we do, is this Thieves Guild in this town, or?
No, it's how far would Hope's hometown be?
Ooh.
It's honestly closer to Monmouth than anything. It'd probably be another, we'd say 2 to 3 day trip north.
It's closer to Monmouth, about 2-3 days.
All right. All I request is before we set out that we stay here for a bit.
That is up to you all. Like I said, my business has been recruiting and reforming knights and simply traveling around. I have the skills to handle the Thieves Guild. We do not need to take either manner of approaches of burning things down, of anything like that.
That's fine.
Are they?
Wait, Fabio is confused. I thought we were going after the Thieves Guild.
Are they open to talking and perhaps?
They could be if I am able to handle it properly. I know
Well,
the guild.
well-
We could be able to talk it out and discuss them from stepping down from any connections to
If
the people behind your situation, Fabio.
Well, if people are anything like animals, they act the way they act because they think it results in something they need. Is there a reward for going after Fabio?
I believe so.
They want me alive.
Yeah, the Thieves Guild's probably getting paid
So
in gold
they
for it.
definitely don't want to eat him.
Well,
What?
there are multiple reasons. One, to help clear or potentially stop them from coming after Fabio. Two, Hope knows about them, so it'll be easier for us to potentially stop that. And three,
Do they have
Hey,
treasure? Because Fabio
personal-
needs some gold.
You're not going to get gold from the Thieves Guild unless you're working for them.
yes, a personal mission of mine, given to me by Kassiri.
Mm-hmm.
I am supposed to hunt down my brother. He is known as Hymir, and he was a captain of the Paladin Order of the Underworld. He has turned into a lich. This is an issue because if he finds out I am looking for him, then everyone is in danger.
I can't. What's a lich?
Think of me. Think about. I would imagine the closest thing I could say is think of me, except if I was and undead.
If you were what?
Somebody who is living but not living at the same time.
That doesn't make any sense.
Have you seen
a
a zombie
walking
before?
corpse.
What's a zombie?
A walking corpse. Think of it like that.
That corpses don't walk though.
Yes, they do. They can.
Why? That's not
Flashback
right.
to the bone naga, which is literally a corpse that moves.
I like is it like the bone naga?
Yes, except people.
Why would someone cause that? That's a disruption of the cycle.
And this is why I am here in the prime material plane. I've been ordered by my goddess to stop him.
Well,
and the best way to find information is to go to the people who would do whatever it takes to find that information. Whether it be good or bad.
Okay. Again, if we do find, information, so, the person you work for, I was taught about gods, actually, at least by my mother, and then Dot kind of just scratches her head a little bit. Would Raza be the one who leads you? Because you seem to try and maintain the cycle of nature, in a sense.
No. I serve Kursiri, the goddess of death.
Oh. Well, I don't really follow, gods. I just kind of know about them.
Think of me then as somebody who keeps the balance of life and death in check.
Like Cabal.
If somebody dies, I'm there to ensure that they can't come back.
Exactly, like Cabal. You know, from that tale of Cabal and Abu, you know?
I do not know of this tale. But
I also
instance
don't know
that
what tale you're speaking of.
You
Go
know,
on, Fabio.
Cabal and Abu, two
Cycle
brothers,
of death.
then one of the
Yes.
brothers killed the other brother, then
Cain and Abel?
Hey.
Another
That
story?
in here.
So,
Doesn't exist in this world?
that's why I said that's why I mispronounced it.
If you maintain the balance, correct?
I try to. There are some times that even I can't handle it on my own. As such, there are others that I do depend on when it comes to more violent matters.
There is concern I have about the root, because it is disruptive in the cycle, but in the opposite way that the Bone Naga and the undead are. Like I said, my mother is would be a lot better at explaining it, but my best explanation is that it causes a lot of death, but nothing keeps it in check.
That is more of...
Don't forget about what it's affecting.
And it... remind me, DM.
A couple of major things that it's affecting, as well as the obviously cycle of nature, but the one that came up with your mother was the
magma snake. Also, apparently this root that I've been talking about has been wrapping itself around the magma snake for a while.
Everyone roll me history.
I don't know what
history, here we go.
Everyone? Including me?
Yeah,
Not you, because you already had it explained to you.
Okay.
Dio.
Wait, why am I... What would I know?
You may have heard the story.
That's great. That's funny.
Wow, okay.
Well...
Cicada, did you just say that one?
Hey,
Yeah, I got that one.
Oh my
Oof.
god, you of all people should
too
know
bad.
this story.
Ironically, the person that should know doesn't know.
If he should know, make him roll with advantage? I don't know.
No, because even professionals sometimes forget. It's
That
not
is
that
true.
it's not that he doesn't know because of this check. It's just that he can't remember. He can't recall it. That's the purpose of a history check, rather than just pure intelligence. Rather than just pure, it's, can you recall the information? Have you heard it before, and what have you heard about it so far, if anything at all? Those of you that got a 14 or above, sorry, Fabio. Hope, what did you get?
I don't like
14.
history anyway.
What'd you say?
14.
Oh wow, so you met it.
Fabio's,
So everyone except Fabio and Cicada.
Fabio's just sitting there like, history's for nerds.
Exactly.
You,
That's why I flunked out.
yeah,
Where'd my trailmix go?
you remember that the magma snake of Zubril is lovingly named Sable by the population of Gago, the capital city. And it's kind of the protector of the entire island country. It wraps around it at least once or twice. It is a very, very large snake, and the fangs of the open mouth of this snake typically reach about 14 feet in height. Are just the fangs. Those with a nat 20 remember that he has orange eyes, as well as obsidian scales. Even some dwarves have gone so far as to pick off certain scales with his permission. Sable, when he was active at least, even sometimes being allowed to take the lava from in between the scales. And the lava is said to be one of the most powerful things to be able to put into your forge. It imbues almost every weapon, every piece of armor, every shield you make. Anything you make with that forge gets imbued with the power of the flames of Sable.
So you're saying that these black roots that you're talking about is wrapping itself around this snake?
And, not only that, but, these roots have a influence on creatures, at least on the animals of my forest. From what I've observed is, if this root, it tends to overtake animals and it causes them to lash out in anger at anything.
So
Predators,
it
wolves
the
will...
environment. So it makes the environment and the animals surrounding or around these roots more violent and aggressive in nature.
Well, in particular, it makes predators no longer kill to eat, but kill for killing's sake. Wolves will attack their own packs. Foxes will attack their own. I've even seen bears kill their own cubs when they've succumbed to this root.
Fabio
The
feels like we
mention
should
of
know.
a fox being angry because of this, Chitter just goes ahead and just holds her fox really close to her and cuddles
The
it and
fox
starts
snuggles.
petting it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
snuggles.
I'm just gonna snuggle with my fox.
So
Fabio feels like this is a metaphor for our society nowadays.
What does I'm gonna roll a history check. Actually, no. She probably knows what that
live
word
in
means.
one.
Oh my
so
gosh.
we have currently right now two
Mhm.
choices that members of this group are talking that we should do.
Well, where? Well, I do have an idea. A compromise. We wait the 2 days for my mother to get here and explain the route in more detail, better than me. At least I feel I haven't been able to explain it that well. And we go out and we handle these matters. And we handle them all at once, though the mistake, we may have to come back here to be able to travel to where it's located.
Well, I think the best way to take care of this root situation is to find the source.
Mm-hmm.
Would your mother have any chance on knowing where the source of this
she does, and she knows where the source of it seems to be. She knows geography a lot better than I do. What was the country called, DM?
Which one?
The one that the magma snake is in and where the root seems to originate from.
Zubrio.
What?
Oh, that's two different countries.
Oh.
She said that it seemed to originate from Ciencia, but it was wrapping around the snake in Zubril,
Alright.
the country just south of it.
She seems to think that the root itself comes from Ciencia. I don't really know where that is, but my mother is a very experienced traveler. She might be able to tell us how to get to all these places a lot quicker.
Does anybody know where the Senencia is?
I have a map, but I don't know how to get there.
Well, I'm just asking if anybody hails from there in this group.
Does
Nope.
anyone?
I mean, I do, kinda.
Can I roll history?
Oh, Cicada, you hail from there?
I was born there, yeah.
So you would be able to show us around then.
Never mind, that's an 8.
Could, but I haven't been there in a while. Things might have changed while I was gone.
How long has it been?
Like a few years.
So, I'm sorry for being pushy, I guess, but I do feel like it would be wise to stay and have my mother guide us on how to travel to these places. She would know. She's been there, actually. She's been nearly all around the world.
Not saying that we shouldn't stay. I just think that once we talk to your mother, once we know more about this, we head to the closest location first, which I would assume would be where the Thieves Guild is located.
Mm-hmm.
I say,
Where
once we...
is it here?
3 days
south?
north.
3 days north.
Yeah, 3 days. Hope said 3 days north in her hometown.
and then we have to travel back here again to in
Um,
this port city.
do you know how long it would take to get from here to Sinencia?
That I would not know. That's more of a question for my mother.
I mean, we could always go to the tavern and talk to the nice dwarven man who read us our tarot cards.
Or we could do that. I'm not really part of this town. I don't.
Nevertheless, around a week.
Yeah. If you guys want to stay.
Keep in mind, a week is 10 days, Sand.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
If
Okay.
if
Yeah, a week is 10 days.
Days.
if you all
Um,
want to stay a week and prepare for our
No,
journeys.
because if we wait for 2 days, that's 2 days, and then we go to the Thieves Guild, so that's 3 days, five. Then we go back here another 3 days, so that's eight.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that I am afraid that if we go and try to solve this root situation first, the problem with Fabio and myself is that if either of our people that either are trying to find us or stay away from us find out that Fabio is still out and about and I am looking for my brother, we will be in greater danger.
Oh.
Fabio can easily disguise himself with ease.
But there's still my matter. I can't very easily disguise myself. I am very, as you just
Nonsense. Just put a
as he
makeup
just
here and there.
goes towards himself, like points at himself. I am very easily unique.
Have you perhaps thought of a way to help yourself blend in, Yig?
I've never been one to do that. I tend to not be the deceptive type.
Well, when a wolf looks for his prey, does he not try to blend in with the forest?
I'm not exactly right now trying to blend in, just look for information. I would already assume that my brother Heimer is already knows in some capacity that I'm looking for him based from the Goliath that we killed a few days back.
I mean, that could be nothing, that could just be signal for me.
Well, I saw him in the ethereal plane. That's the issue.
Never mind.
You can... You escort the dead, yes?
Not necessarily escort them, but I push them in the right direction.
Is there a possibility that, you could... I could talk to someone that I didn't get the opportunity to meet?
It is possible, yes.
Cause, my father, passed away 15 years ago. I would at least like to meet him.
So, out of character, was
If
Dot's father the one that Yig recognized who Dot was because? That DM?
Yes.
Oh, your father. I actually sent him to where he was supposed to go.
Oh, you know where to find him?
Yes, I do.
Hmm.
It wouldn't take. I wouldn't think it would take that much for me to find him.
Whenever you're ready to do that,
But what do the rest of you think? What should we do?
I'm fine with anything.
Fabio is calculating how many days that we are going to spend. Because Fabio plans to commission an item. And he needs time and money.
I am.
Speaking of money, do you all have money?
I.
Chitter stares at you.
Little Chitter here, actually took a job in a tea shop. And then
Looks at you, Dot, and you can't see her face, but you see her hold up a hand. Well, like a wing, and just use it to make a line across her neck, like she's going to hurt you if you go any further.
Well, anybody else have anything to add?
I'm just gonna go up to you, Yig.
with the fox, or
Yes, with the fox. I'm not letting the fox go. This is mine now.
Okay. Yeah,
I have a very large bag. So I'm gonna hand the fox over to Yig to hold.
Okay.
Dot actually goes and
Scare it.
she starts to pet it. Actually, she starts to.
I'm gonna growl at you.
Now, Chitter, I'm simply petting him because he likes to be pet. He's okay
He's
with.
very much enjoying the pets.
Yes. Yeah, and then.
Happy, I'm gonna get over it. I'm gonna pull through my bag of things. I'm gonna pull out a sheet of paper. I'm gonna start writing on it very quickly to say, I can disguise you if you need me to disguise you.
Oh.
I can read a map. I know 4 different languages if need be. I do have money, but don't tell Fabio. And if you need a few skills, I do know my way around a bunch of different things.
Well, thank you, Chitter. And
then she just stares at you, and in Celestial says, "Not a friend," in your voice.
At this
who
point,
are you saying that about, Chitter?
You know who she's saying it about. You know.
about Yig?
No, I'm saying it to Yig, but
About
we all know
Fabio.
who I think isn't a friend.
I will say that at this point, it is getting dark. The sun is setting. The sun is setting on the horizon.
No. Is the raven? I'm guessing it's time for the raven to come back soon.
Raven, yes. It will land on your shoulder.
Oh.
Angry growls.
Hello. Hello. How have you been?
It's going to just curl underneath Dion's hair.
Hello. How have you been?
Good.
Yeah. Did you watch my friend for me?
Yep, she was playing with the fox.
Oh, he made a friend.
Alright, so let's wait here for a few days until we talk with your mother. And then we will set our course of action then. Does that sound good?
Yes. Yes.
Good night.
I won't be staying in the tavern. I will be in a cave.
Do what you will.
Fabio might join that cave.
No.
Fabio, you're staying with us.
I wouldn't.
Wanted
I wouldn't.
man.
I wouldn't recommend you stay in that cave. I am currently letting a bear and her cubs hibernate in it, and she doesn't much like anyone but me in that cave.
Well,
I'll
also,
find another cave.
Two
Hmm.
bears.
Yes, bears. What?
Ew.
Yes, Shitter.
Fabio.
I that.
Alright, who is teaching this little bird how to
Kill.
speak?
Wait, Chitter. Do you want to learn more words? Cause
I like how that brought up the idea of maybe she needs a bigger vocabulary.
Yeah.
well, just because of how stringed it was. Like. So
Zion,
yes.
Believe me, every time I formulate a sentence, I do write it out way ahead of time.
Hmm. Yeah. Yes.
So, I don't necessarily think you should be the person teaching her.
Well, you know what? Probably not. It'd probably be really bad to have two stuttering people.
Well, anyways,
Yep, that's what I was waiting for.
let's go to sleep, and then in 2 days' time, we will talk with your mother, and then we will head one way or another.
All right. I will be off in my cave, but I will be in town tomorrow buying some things.
Just check in with us to make sure you're all good.
To be honest, I think I might need help with what I'm buying, because I haven't really bought anything before.
Perhaps one of us could help, yes.
All right.
I'll be staying in my room for 2 days. There's some meditating I need to do.
2 days worth of meditation?
There's a lot of things I have to think about right now.
Chitter holds up a sign saying, "I'm probably gonna try and get my job back."
Okay.
Perhaps I will drop by, Chitter. I'll bring that fox with me.
She's holding the fox at this point. She's looking at you like, "Don't you dare take it away. This is mine now."
Chitter, one thing you'll learn about the forest is animals. Well, and actually, no, she pauses and starts to talk in Sylvan, actually. And she starts talking to the fox. Hello. I see you've made a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So
He kind of bats his paw on her like, "This is her."
yes. You've
She's
been
gonna
her
gush and
particularly.
start doing little fox barks that are very happy and petting the fox.
You seem to make each other very happy.
Yep.
Do you wish to stay with her? And well, she will be traveling with me.
Yeah, but that seems like a far away. I'll think about it.
All right. What accommodations do you want for tonight? Do you wish to stay with her tonight,
I'll stay with
or?
her.
All right, thank you. And then she just kind of goes and scratches under his chin and just. Uh. Yep. All right. Think about it. If you do decide to travel with us, having someone from home would be very nice, but. You also live here and have a choice to stay home.
By the way, in Sylvan, Chitter's going to say, "Come with us," in your voice.
Um, you will be. Do you choose whatever decision makes you happy?
Oh, that's right. Chitter speaks Sylvan, or at least she knows Sylvan.
No, I don't actually.
She
I
mimics
know what I
Sylvan.
just said. I've heard Dot say it multiple times though.
How does she know? How
Right.
does she know what it means?
That's the
I
biggest question.
don't, but I've seen you say that to multiple creatures before leaving them.
That is fair. I'll allow it
Alright.
this time.
All right. Make your decision in about 2 sunrises.
You got it.
Because that is when we will most likely be departing and when your decision will be locked in.
He kind of gives a nod.
Yep. Stay
And
with her
as you
tonight.
as you all head your separate ways, the darkness becoming more and more of the sky.
Can I do a short bit be- before? Because I
End
Most
want.
session.
everything is closing.
No. I want to disguise myself as a troubled female teen, raggedy clothes, a beggar, and I'm just gonna beg for some money for an hour.
Run me a general charisma.
See, I was actually going to say, can I go over to the tea shop, see if the guy I know is still there,
It's
and
kind
ask
of
for my
late.
job back.
It's very late.
I've literally said it's been getting dark for the past
I know.
20 minutes.
I know, but I had other people talking to me, and I'm a 6-year-old. I had to wait until they left.
Yeah.
Okay. What role again?
Charisma.
Okay.
Maybe 6 years old, but I'm not stupid.
18.
You get 2 people. One person kind of looks at you with a look of confusion and a look of almost distrust and just walks away.
Of course.
And the other one just tosses you a single gold coin.
Wow! Oh, one gold piece for an hour. Good.
Going.
Good profit.
I rolled.
I just want to say, if like I'm just gonna hope would probably keep an eye on Fabio considering he runs out all the fucking time.
Mhm.
At this point, you guys have been babysitting me. I think you need to babysit him.
sees
You both
sees
need
the-
baby's hat.
sees this and kind of watches him as he passes by and kind of looks at
I will.
Fabio. That is a very, very poor idea.
Well, I only got one gold piece
And that's good.
throughout the
Don't
hour.
nerf anymore.
No, this is bad. People here don't like, a
You decided
damsel
to
in
beg
distress.
for an hour at night.
Yeah, like no one's
One-
outside.
One, it is wrong, considering you can easily earn your keep just fine. I mean, two, this is... You can attract unwanted attention with that.
I was disguised as a damsel in distress.
Disguise or not, you would still attract unwanted attention. I don't need to be... You can be anyone, and someone could see potential. Someone who needs a coin for whatever they might need. Example, maybe a con or a scheme or to do a job.
Well,
Does he
judging
need
from
coin?
our little caravan of miscreants, I don't think any of them would go along with one of my schemes.
No, I'm talking about someone who might pass by. Anybody. They see an opportunity for free labor. Well, cheap labor.
I gesture to my morning star. That's it. I just
That's
gesture to my morning star.
that's a weapon against words. Sometimes words are more powerful.
Are you a bard?
No.
Then no.
Then no.
In your philosophy of words is stronger than actions.
Well, an old friend of mine, we'll say an old friend of mine, didn't need words. Well, like, didn't need magic in words. All he needed was to say a couple of lines, and there it was. Got people wrapped around his finger. So he had coin, and he had words.
Ah, but he had coin.
And what I'm saying is, if someone walks up to ask for coin or words to do whatever you like, then don't. Then don't. It's not worth it. Make some coin, do some honest work.
I don't know these words of which you speak.
Ah, never mind. Good night.
Wait, are we all sleeping the same? Okay.
At the same place,
Yeah.
but not necessarily the same rooms. But as you walk back into the tavern, some cards float in front of Fabio. And the
Who
dwarf
bears witness to this? Who bears witness to this?
Hope.
Wait,
God
what?
dang it. Hope,
Wait,
Hope, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
Hope
wait.
is
What?
not the
What?
only one that is seeing Fabio receive cards. The
Wait, what?
dwarf
You can't take
sighs.
action.
Another one?
Sounds about right.
Fabio's confused.
He walks up to you and looks at the cards and looks at you. The thief. Your past has been tainted. Either by the unworthy obtainment of something, knowledge, power, items, it doesn't matter. It wasn't rightfully yours. Or it wasn't seen as yours. The conjurer, right side up, in the present. You can make your own path. In fact, it's as easy as snapping your fingers. But be wary, for sometimes the wrong image can be stuck in your mind. The druid upside down in the future. Nature is in need of balance. And oftentimes, you might be the cause of that imbalance. It's more of a warning than anything. Be careful of your actions, for they can cause much, much more.
Is he like showing me the cards, or how does this work? He just approached me and then what?
He just gave you that reading,
Oh,
and
okay.
with every card that he explained, they float back to the deck. And that is where I'm going to end the session.
Dang it.
Ooh. Dang, long one for
Dang,
Igdall.
I was about to say like, okay.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this session of Igdall.
I preferred it when he wasn't really a part of the gang. Like when he didn't have cards, I preferred that.
All music is under Adrian's on Vigler. All art is done by Darkity Neko. I hope to see you guys in the next session. See you next week.
Yep. Also, editor note, this is probably after a bunch of Igdall episodes just got dumped with with bad audio. My explanation for that is going to be, well, I fell behind and my organization system didn't scale like I thought it would, so I'm just going to put an apology here. Just, hi, I'm sorry. I did Big Stinky, and I will try and not do it again.
Also, write down in the comments on who you think should be the party leader. Please vote for Bobby.
Yes.
No party leader.
So, see you guys. Woo!